Spaghetti meatballs. When did you test them? They're really amazing. First, we're going to put a little bread in here, friends. I use a country bread, then I just roughly chop like this. And if I remove the crust, you can leave the crust on it if you want. I buy this at my grocery store. It's delicious. Publix, they do a really nice job. And then we got some Italian parsley. And then we got some sun-dried tomatoes, okay? And we're going to chop all this up. And that's going to give us a nice breadcrumb. Then we're going to put in the meatball. I put a little bit in here, because that's all I'm going to need. And the rest of it, you know what I do, friends? I freeze it. Okay, let me tell you what we have here. We have some ground beef, 80-20. And this is the secret, my friends. We're using a spicy Italian sausage. The spicy Italian sausage in your meatballs is going to take in a whole different direction, I promise you, my friends. Then we're going to put our breadcrumb in here. And the taste is amazing. And we're going to put some onion. It doesn't look like a lot of onion, but this, believe it or not, was a good cup and a half when I started. I sauteed because I'm going to make the sauce after this. Then we're going to put a little bit of Parmesan Reggiano, okay? Salt and pepper. And that is something you'll have to do on your own, how much you want to put in. And then we're going to put some buttermilk. Buttermilk gives you an amazing, it's a byproduct of making butter, you know, butter. So put a little bit in there. Don't worry too much about it. And then I'm going to mix them. Since I have the sausage and the beef, I really need to give it a really good mix, friends. I'm going to put the rest of the breadcrumb. And then we should be just fine with it. So now what I do is I take an ice cream scoop and I scoop them. Then I have a big one because that's the scoop I use when I do my own ice cream. I think it's the number 16, if I remember. And then I'm going to put them on a tray, just like this, friends. You see? Just like this. The size you make them, some people make them bigger, some people make them smaller. It's really up to you. So I'm going to put them on like this, and I'm going to refrigerate them. And then we're going to roll them really, really nice, and we're going to saute them. And then we're going to put them on a tomato sauce. So I got onion. Always number first. Remember now, don't forget. Nothing goes before the onion unless it's bacon. I got the onion in there. See, caramelized, beautiful. That's why you want to make sure they're first. You put a little garlic in there. Fresh thyme. Put oregano in there. Then we're going to put some tomato paste. Because if I don't put a little tomato paste in there, my tomatoes have a lot of water. I saute my paste a little bit. Caramelize it, give it a nice little flavor. That's my base. Right? And I'm going to use a little tomato puree. Again, all this for consistency. The paste and the puree is for consistency. Otherwise, you have too much water. Saute this for a minute. And then I'm using the whole can. The whole big number 10 can, it's called. I think it's 101 ounces, which is the value of 3 cans of tomatoes, just about. So look, guys, I'm going to put a little basil in there. I'm just going to chop it up like this. Don't worry about it. Okay, friends. I put them in the fridge, they're cold, and you know what I do is after I took them out, they look kind of like that. I just round them up a little bit like this in my hand. So they're a little more round, if you would. I'm going to make sure my temperature is about 350, and I'm going to saute them, and then I'm going to rotate them. I'm going to rotate them until they're golden brown, and then we're going to put them in a sauce. This is what I'm looking for right here, friend. This one is perfect right here. You see, it stayed long enough right there. This is what I want all the way around it. And the only way you're going to get this if you move them.
That's a bargain, man.
Okay, friends, we are back. I got the spaghetti in the water. I'm just cutting up a few more pieces of basil. So we have the fresh basil flavor. Make sure you check your temperature. You want them to be about 145, 150 because you got the pork. I'm going to take some of the spaghettis. I'm going to do it the way my mom used to do it. Put them in a pan with a little butter. Put a little bit of Parmesan Reggiano. Let's measure carefully. Right? And then we're going to put a little bit of the sauce in there. A little more salt and pepper. Put a little salt. A little black pepper. A little bit of Parmesan Reggiano. And then we're going to put some of that sauce in there. So how much sauce you put in your pasta is really up to you. I think there's enough sauce for the meatball to make sure that the pasta doesn't have too much. But that's really a matter of opinion. There's no right or wrong here. is whatever makes you happy, my friends. And then we're going to put more Reggiano on top of it. I'm going to take some of that pasta in there and put it all in there. That'll be a big plate of pasta, friends. But it's still a beautiful serving. God bless America. Check this out, eh? Nice. Friends. Yeah. Look at this. A little bit of Tuscan herb olive oil. Little black pepper in there. Voila. A little more of this. Let's put more cheese. We're going to never have too much cheese. And voila, my friends. This is my spaghetti meatball. It's a beauty. I'm going to have one. Then they're able to get into it. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You see? This is perfectly cooked, my friends. This is perfect. They're gorgeous. Let's see how good they are.